Hey, call me a plumber the way you look dumber. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Cage. Today and only today, you might be wondering, Fidel, what's going on? Where are you? Well, I'm actually in a hotel because I went to Los Angeles to watch the Mario Bros. Movie. In fact, I have seen the movie 2 times for you, and I didn't want to wait till I got back to give you at least my spoiler-free review. Now, once I'm back, we'll have the proper setup and everything, and I'll give you the big, crazy, rundown spoilers, all that. But I figured I would at least give you, just a quick, scuffed review of the movie, spoiler-free, because, yeah, I've seen it twice. I'm a very big Mario fan, as a lot of you know. I know a lot of you know me as Mr. Sonic, but a lot of you know me as Mr. Mario as well, because once there's a big Mario game, I always eat that shit up on God. But yeah, so I want to get right into it. Now, again, remember, this review, no spoilers, all right? This is a spoiler-free review. I will do the spoiler one once I am back home. So let's begin this. So, guys, Mario movie, right? We've been waiting for this for a long time. This movie was announced ages ago. It feels like 4 or 5 years ago now that they announced this partnership between Nintendo and Illumination. We finally got the Mario movie, and I gotta say, now that I finished it, that was a Mario movie. Now, when I say that, obviously, iconic line for me, I mean that through and through, this was a movie that was very, very much designed by people that give a fuck and know Mario. And I know Shigeru Miyamoto and the team at Nintendo were up these people's asses, to make sure that everything was crafted in the Mushroom Kingdom, with all the references, all the little world building stuff, all the little things like, hitting a power block and the sound that comes out of it, even in the Mushroom Kingdom, all having the Cappy place from Mario Odyssey, having all these locations stuff, from across the series. And what I love, one thing about the movie especially, is they take from the entire series. It's not like they do a thing where they're like, let's, focus on Mario 1 through 3. It's like they take from the entire series in terms of references and plot lines and everything. But man, I loved this movie. I had such a fun time watching it, but it's weird. I didn't leave the movie being holy, oh my God, that was peak 10 out of 10, but I left it being oh wow, that was fucking fun. That was a fun ass time. And I think, I want to get obviously into it, but obviously starting off right, Mario, we gotta talk about Mario himself. How is he portrayed? How are the Mario Bros portrayed? Mario and Luigi. I gotta say, shout out to Chris Pratt, shout out to Charlie Day, because them as Mario and Luigi, fantastic. In fact, I would say in this movie, the relationship between Mario and Luigi is the best it's ever been, or been represented even since maybe the RPG games, Mario and Luigi games, because here they are super brotherly. They are, hugging each other. They're talking about, how much they love each other, how important they are. They make sure they establish that relationship between the bros really well very early on in the movie, and it's so lovable, which is why it's unfortunate when half the movie Luigi is basically shut out, because as you've seen in the early trailers, he's captured and shit, which is unfortunate, because again, he stands out so much. He's so funny, so good, and both of them as a team work really well together. But in terms of Mario, Luigi, I think they were done well. I think, obviously a big concern was, can Chris Pratt pull off the voice of the character? I feel I know, I just feel it was natural. When I was watching it, I felt I was yeah, this is Mario. Mario, he's saying Mario things, he's doing Mario things, he's a little nervous, but he's still heroic, as Mario should be. He's getting the power-ups and learning. But speaking of power-ups and learning and stuff, one thing I want to talk about with this movie that bothered me, right, and this is my biggest flaw with the movie, because aside from that, I'm going to go into a lot of positives. This movie is way too fast. And not Sonic fast in a good way, they're moving quick. I mean, bro, this movie starts and you feel it's about to end already, and I just felt there was a weird pacing issue, and it felt there was not enough time to earn certain things. For example, one of the scenes we've seen, a million times in every trailer is, that scene where Peach and Mario are oh, there's a ton of galaxies out there, and it's at night with the fireflies. So I'm they try to make it this cheesy scene, but you guys didn't earn this. You just met Peach basically 10 minutes ago, from entering the castle to trading montage to this to DK. They're just flying through scenes. And also, again, I know this isn't the movie's fault, but holy shit, did they show way too much. For what the movie's length is, they showed you everything. I'm not even joking. Besides the end of the movie and the beginning of the movie, I would say, and even then you've kind of seen half of the beginning of the movie. It's everything about this movie going in if you've seen a trailer, and obviously if you haven't, I don't want to talk about it, but it's if you've seen any of the big stuff, the Mario Kart thing, the DK thing, him going to the Mushroom Kingdom, which we saw at the Game Awards, the first trailer is the first scene of the movie, the first reveal where he goes to, it's everything was shown, literally, besides the climax. So I'm definitely a little disappointed by that for sure, that they showed way too much. But again, that's kind of on us, but it's also kind of on them, because I feel like it lacked some surprises. But there were some surprises. But again, I have to say this, now that we go into a little more positive, the way they realized the world is I'm so happy about. The power-ups they chose to represent, really, really dope. There's definitely a lot more they can tap into, but the basic ones that they went into, like the ones we see, like, you know, the Cat Mario, Tanuki, Fire, all this stuff. I don't want to spoil some of the other surprises. There's one that's really cool and leads to a lot of funny moments. I think you all know it, especially one really funny moment is awesome. So I love how they lead into that. I love even in the Mario Kart section how much they lead into like Mario Kart 7. Oh my god, holy guys, the music. Oh my god, Koji Kondo cooked the best, one of the best Mario OST remix, whatever you want to call this, ever. Like, the way they took the game music and they integrated it so well into the world with the melodies and the orchestral versions of them, and they just mixed them in so many scenes. Like, this movie shoves every reference and everything possible. And you know what I like about it is, because they're in the Mushroom Kingdom, it never feels like it's like forced, you know, like, oh, we're putting this reference just to have this reference. It's like, no, like, that's the world they're in, you know. So the music, it makes sense for the music to be like this. It makes sense for the power-ups to show up like this, or, you know, have these characters walk around. It's awesome. You know, I'm sort of going all over the place, you know, because I'm not on my computer or anything. But yeah, so I want to say, like, just music-wise, incredible. Please, Sonic movie, you need to take from this. Like, that is I think, genuinely, that's honestly the only big note I would take from it. Because, like I said, I think a big thing this movie lacks is sort of the, like, holy shit moments. Like, I think all the moments are cute and fun and awesome. But I will say the ending, that was raw. That is super fucking raw, and I loved it, and you guys are gonna love it. I don't want to say anything about it, but that ending sequence is fucking awesome. I love everything about that. And again, I really love that the movie just takes everything from the series. Like, you will get stuff that's represented from, like, Bowser's Fury. I'm not even joking. Like, and I don't want to tell you what that is, but it's like, there is an element, like, I would say there's an element of each mainline 3D Mario game or 2D Mario game in some way here. You can tell, obviously, they're cooking. They're still saving stuff for, you know, whatever's in the future. But there's a lot of things that are done wrong. I gotta go back to characters for a second. Obviously, like I said, Mario, I think, did super well. Luigi was awesome. All the villains and enemies from Mario were awesome. Like the Shy Guys and the Koopas, Goombas, everything. So adorable and cute. Bowser, obviously, you know, Jack Black as Bowser, fantastic. Oh my god, like, he did a fantastic job. He was literally how I would just picture Bowser, you know, and everything. In fact, he did it so well that, like, the way he's animated and everything just works so, and I was so happy with how they handled him. You know, they did the thing where he's a little goofy, he's a little funny, but then when he's menacing, oh, he's menacing. So very happy genuinely about how they handled Bowser. So really happy about that. No disappointment on that end. Princess Peach, now we gotta talk about Princess Peach a bit. I thought for Princess Peach that, you know, she was good. I think she was a little too Disney princess. And I don't mean that because, you know, she's like all cool and powerful. I like that she's super dope and powerful because she's like that in the games. But she was missing that sort of like that cute spunk of Peach. I don't know what it is. Like, she felt too Disney princessy. I don't know what it was. Like, I mean, she came off to me as maybe like an Elsa a little bit. Not like in a mean way, but like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you could tell me what I'm trying to say here. But like, there was something odd about Peach, right? I always felt like Peach was a little bit like cute but powerful, you know, and spunky. Not as much as Daisy. Whereas here it's more she's just like, yeah, I'm the fucking coolest in the room. I'm the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, follow me, Mario. You know, there was no like, I don't know. It was a little different, but she was still cool. Like, every scene she's in, she does something cool. Like, that's awesome. I gotta give a shout out to, obviously, you know, the little toad, voiced by, I believe, is it Key? I think it's Key. He was cool. He was a little less used than I thought he would be, which is underwhelming. But in terms of surprises too, I gotta say, there's a cool surprise in what's it called, the Donkey Kong world that I really love, that I thought was super dope. I thought, you know, there's definitely little surprises and cool little things sprinkled throughout the world that'll like show you what, you know, what could be next. But I gotta say, by the way, post-credit scene, absolutely disappointing, man. I was like, you know, like, to end it like that, you know, and maybe again, it's just our expectation of these, and they don't always have to be grandiose. It was more like, oh, that's cool. I mean, I kind of saw this in the movie, and I saw this coming, but like, sure, you know, why not? But yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, not all post-credit scenes have to be this crazy thing. But yeah, man, overall, like I said, I love the world, how it's realized. I love the music. I love the way they handled the characters. I love the representation, how they handled the Mario world. I just felt like this movie, like, pacing wise, was way too fast. Like, I feel like this movie should have been maybe an hour 45, an hour 50, to give us more time, because like I said, they were like, dude, this, like, it's like, it starts Mushroom Kingdom, we're friends, go to Peach's thing, do this, do that, and like, they just move. It's like, there's no slowdown time. And obviously, I know people want to have the conversation of this versus Sonic movie, I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask me that, and I want to actually have a full conversation about that at some point. But the way I would say it is, like, this movie, I think, is better than Sonic movie 1, right? In terms of just production, everything, all that. I don't think it's anywhere near Sonic movie 2. And I say that as someone who loves both series. Like, I think Sonic movie 2 is more raw and, like, had so much heart and so much fucking awesome action. Whereas this movie was like, that was fun. I had a great time watching it. I love Mario, love all the references, love the care for the world. But I didn't leave with like, oh my god, like, this is just the craziest thing. Like, I'm losing it. There was no scenes where I was losing it. It was very much scenes that are like, that's dope. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. But you're constantly left with that feeling in this movie because, like I said, the movie is cool. There's so much shit and they care. But I think for the future, and obviously there's going to be a future, I want, some more stakes. I want some more heart-to-hearts with the characters, like, I want them to earn these relationships and bonds that they're making with each other. Everything feels a little too fast, and I just want more. It was very generic in terms of plot, which that's fine. It's Mario, I get it, but that works more in games than it does in movies. But aside from that, I love the world, love the characters, love the set piece. Like, the set piece is when they're full force, especially when it's like, I would say one-on-one set pieces are like the best ones of the movie, and you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, again, I will do a full spoiler review once I'm back, but for now, guys, I will say I love the Mario movie. I think it's dope. If you give a shit about Mario, like, here's it, if you give a single fuck about Mario, you're gonna have a great time watching it. There's no world where you go in this, I really think you're like, that was fucking garbage. I think there's a world where you can come out disappointed, but I think no matter what, you will have a lot of smiles on your faces. And yeah, is the movie like, oh, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that? Yeah, it is. It's eye candy. But when the whole world is eye candy, it's a little different than it just being a reference. I think they just had a lot of good eye candy. I just want that to be a little more fleshed out. Like, I want to explore more of the Mushroom Kingdom instead of just getting glimpses of it, if you know what I mean. There's like one shot in the trailer we see where like they like walk through different areas, and like that's what that is in the movie. They walk through them and that's it. There's no like fun moments in that area. So yeah, but again, music phenomenal, way they handled it was awesome, and I'm very happy with the Mario movie. So guys, let me know what you thought about the Mario movie, spoiler free for this. Again, we will get into spoiler thoughts another day, but yeah, that's how I feel. Thank you all for watching. You are the best. Subscribe for more. Of course, I will see you all, I think I'll see you all by Saturday, Sunday for a proper HD video and all that stuff. I think tomorrow or the day after you'll get a highlights video, but I want to have this out. So guys, I love you. Thank you all for watching. Peace out. You're the best.